It is kind of windy today, but I'm gonna try and shoot a tutorial on how to do a tactile cue to use pressure in positive reinforcement without it being aversive to the horse. The question last time was that somebody was curious about how you would teach a shoulder away. So what we're gonna do is every time I touch his neck, it's gonna be followed by something immediately. And it's best if you use a long target, and you'll see why. Good boy. Good boy. And he doesn't have to touch it. He's like, there's a target, and I'm clicking for that movement to the side. Good boy. And don't do this like 100 times in a row. Good boy. Just do it a couple of times and end the session. And the point of this is, because you do want to fade out the target as soon as possible, but only if you get the sense of him being a little bit anticipating, like, okay, there's going to be a target over there. And he's not doing that yet, so it's just test and then do that. Good boy! And he kind of figured it out a little bit on this side. Doesn't mean I will never present a target again. I will just offer it variably right now. So sometimes with, sometimes without. If it goes too slowly. Takes too long, sorry. Takes too long. Very good. Very good. Very good. So see that he's responding to my pressure because he has been clicked to do that. And if he doesn't respond, like just now, I'm not gonna nag him. I'm just gonna ask again. It's really not happening, okay? And I'm not doing anything with my fingers. I'm not pinching him, and I'm not vibrating. I'm not smacking him. I'm not pushing him. I'm just touching him and be like, okay, there's gonna be zero movement in this mountain, and I'm gonna let it be there for too long because continuous pressure can be aversive. Like if you're holding a glass of water, and it's gonna be light, then still after like 5 minutes or so, he's so dominant. Yeah, like after 5 minutes or so, it's gonna get heavier and heavier. So, and that can be with horses as well. If you're gonna keep on light pressure, they're still gonna be like, okay, I'm really not comfortable with this. Okay, I'm gonna move. If he doesn't respond, just ask again and use the target to prompt the behavior. Come on. Very good. I'm gonna take what I can get. I'd rather have small steps without the target than big steps completely dependent on the target. Very good. Yeah, very good. Very good. He's doing so well. Over. Very good. So that's where we are right now. The goal is that he will like it and understand it well enough that he will respond to the cue every time. But don't worry if that doesn't happen straight away. The difference between using pressure with positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement is that with negative reinforcement, it is your motivator. It's what prompts the behavior. So then when they don't respond, you have to up the pressure. But with positive reinforcement, it's just a choice. It's just a neutral stimulus, just like you would choose a word or a gesture. Jazz hands. And you can build on what we have right here. That's a really good start. You can work on more steps, bigger steps, because he was clearly offering bigger steps with the target, but that's maybe because he was focusing on the target and not on his body as much. So now that he's really concentrating on what I'm asking him to do with his body, he's like, oh no, I can't do this. And I'll let him think that. I'm not going to force him into, like, yes, you can. I saw you do it with the target. So it will just take time for him to kind of accidentally make his steps bigger because he's less self-conscious about what I'm asking him to do. I hope I was able to explain to you the difference between a tactile cue trained with positive reinforcement and a pressure release aid used in negative reinforcement training. If you have any questions or suggestions for behavior I can try out with DJ, please post them in the comments, and see you next time.